On a basketball court, I'm not going out there to punch somebody in the mouth. I'm not going out there to try to pick a fight with anybody. I am going out on the basketball court to simply win a basketball
So I'm
game.
pretty sure we've all obviously have seen the video that just been leaked about, well, showing the fight or the punch that Draymond Green threw at Jordan Poole. After now reviewing the video, my opinion is slightly altered and changed. That was not. I was under the impression basically that they were at practice. There maybe it was like there kind of things progressively picked up, and maybe it was a little bit of trash like here and there. And all of a sudden had like a little altercation. There was like some pushing and shoving and some shit like that or whatever. And maybe there was a couple of little swings thrown and some shit like that, and it got broken up and it was over. Now that I've seen the video, just watching Draymond Green's body language and like his approach, that didn't look like it was something that naturally happened because trash talking is competitive, it's intense or whatever, and stuff like that can sometimes happen in those environments. That looked like someone who was planning that. Like just the way just the vibe I got from just watching his body, like the way he walked and he's moving, how he walked up on him. That was some shit that like you see someone that's trying to like knock out or catch a what people say a op or some shit like that, like some nigga in the street who they've been beefing with for a few years. Like that was like, whoa, that looked like some real like animosity there. Like that wasn't no things just got heated and a little squabble happened. I haven't seen that before with people on the street, like friends who have gotten into like little squabbles, and even in the locker room I done seen a couple. They never throw any fists, but it was like a couple pushings or whatever. That didn't give me that energy at all. That looked like something that was pre-planned and premeditated, and something that Draymond Green, honestly, like he was waiting on to do. I also see some people trying to say, well, Jordan Poole pushed him. And again, Draymond Green is known for these little, I call them dirty tactics, right? It's like, it's the fake, I didn't really do something type tactics. Like, like you'll see a player, right? They'll hit a motherfucker out of the air and then they'll try to act like they're trying to help him up. Again, it's like that. Like, oh no, I hit you out the air, Curly, but I'm going to act like at the end I'm going to try to help you up and act like I didn't really do it. No, you just hit me out of the damn air, you're faking. He did the old classical, I'm going to walk up on you, bump you with my shoulder and my body, push, but then use the excuse, well, I didn't really put my hands on you. See, I just walked up on you. No, you walked up on him and pushed him. And of course, a natural reaction of what Jordan Poole do is like, back up, what the hell are you doing? Get back, right? And then he takes after that and throws a very like serious punch, like an anger type punch, like a resentment punch. That lets me believe that my theory in the first half of that video, when I said that this looks like maybe some plot by Draymond Green, and like to get his, because that Jordan Poole is basically about to get the bag, and the team has said that they're not going to prioritize him getting his money, at least to as much as he wants it. I think he said he wanted like some hundreds plus million. He's clearly not getting that. This looked like this is definitely boiling from that. That there's some jealousy going on, some envy going on, that the team is prioritizing Jordan Poole over him. This also got me thinking back as well to the Klay Thompson shit again. Again, when Klay Thompson came back, and there was like, throughout the season or whatever, people kept saying that, well, look at Klay's body language to Jordan Poole. Look how he's looking at him. Look how he's like, his energy around him look like he's tired of him, or he's getting on his nerves. I was kind of dismissing it. I was like, maybe people are reading a little bit. I saw it, but I'm like, what? It's probably not necessarily, that's nothing too deep. Klay probably just got back. Maybe he's a little bit annoyed. It's a different dynamic, with the team. Maybe some growing pains type thing. Then this thing came out like, what was it, like, I don't know, it's like a week or two ago. And he said the thing about, oh, Jordan Poole got humbled or needed to be humble. And then Draymond Green went on the podcast, oh yeah, it was so good to see Jordan Poole get humbled. Now all of a sudden, Draymond Green is walking up to dudes and instigating arguments in practice and really blindsiding, sucker punching dudes. It's kind of like, is this planned? Like, it's to me, it seems as if, I don't know, did Klay Thompson and Draymond Green have like a conversation about how Jordan Poole possibly needed to be checked or put in his place? It seems to be some insecurity or envy going on, possibly from the both of them. We know why Draymond Green is. Number one, Draymond Green's already a little bit unstable. He definitely, at the bare minimum, has anger issues, possibly even a little bit emotional issues. And we know that Klay Thompson, again, maybe he's seeing his career completely over. He realized that he's not what he used to be. He's 32, and here's this young 22-year-old that, if Jordan Poole can work on being a good defender and cleaning up his ball handling and, basically being more under control, especially while he's driving, definitely has a higher ceiling than Klay Thompson. And depending on how quickly he can improve those things, next year could be better than Klay ever was. A possibility. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. And basically, then you have Andrew Wiggins there as well. Again, this year in the finals, you would expect that Klay Thompson to be at least the second best offensive player. It wasn't. It was actually Andrew Wiggins. So does Klay Thompson starting to see, basically his road ending, and that's sparking a little bit of, tension there between him and Jordan Poole, and then that's mixing with Draymond Green as well, because he knows he's not going to get the bag, and he feels like maybe the team is choosing Jordan Poole over him, despite him not being able to put in the amount of time, effort, and work that Draymond Green has put in, because obviously he spent his entire career there. This definitely, to me, is significantly worse seeing it now than when I was hearing about it. I don't know, it's just worse now that I'm seeing it versus what it was in my mind I was picturing. Again, this came off as premeditated, not something that naturally happened. Again, it seems like this was a planned attack. And Draymond Green, I originally thought that, man, they shouldn't really punish him. Like, let this blow over, let this whatever. I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe he should get a couple of games. Like, this is like, this doesn't seem like this doesn't seem like an easy thing to just. Maybe they will get past it. Really, but we'll see. This will be a great test for that culture, basically, right? That we always hear about, all the culture. This will be a great test for that. It's also gonna be a test for Steph Curry's leadership as well. How he's gonna handle the situation. How can he get this shit back on track? This is a bigger deal than I was originally thinking it was gonna be. I thought this was gonna be very simple. No, this is gonna test that organization. This is gonna test Steph Curry, how great of a leader he is, how he can galvanize the locker room back together and get it back on the same page. This is possibly a season derailing incident. Again, who knows? Maybe Jordan Poole's like, yo, trade me now. I can't be on a team like this. I also have to blame the Golden State Warriors, their organization, their leadership, the general manager, the owner, Steve Kerr, because they have allowed Draymond Green to run wild over the organization for years now. People all over the internet has been saying that Draymond Green is out of control on the court. I mean, hell, he's fighting Steve Kerr. Remember, like back in 2016, he almost put hands on Steve Kerr. They have allowed him to completely run over this organization, pretty much unchecked with no real consequences. So of course, something like this is going to eventually happen, especially because he feels like there's no way out of this. He's not gonna get what he wants possibly this time. So this is kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever seen something like that, like a hit on a teammate before. And that is a sucker punch. That was a sucker move by Draymond. He knows that. Everyone knows that. And people say, this is normal. No, that ain't normal. That's not normal. So it's going to be real interesting to see now. Maybe Jordan Poole now starts listening to more offers that he wasn't not considering anymore. Maybe he does decide, hell no. Maybe I would have took a $15 million discount before. Hell, you giving me all my money. I'm coming for every cent of it now. Little stuff like this changes stuff like that. Now that affects who you could pay on the team. Well, your roster restrictions for the next year. Maybe you can't get that nice key role player that would have been great for your bench now. That affects you winning championships. Draymond Green possibly again. Look, this dude has caused the Warriors how many championships, bro? Hell, he cost him in 2016, and he cost him KD. Put it like this: the Warriors are working on a three-peat right now. If it wasn't for Draymond Green, that's a fact. Kevin Durant stays there. They win the championship obviously last year, and they win the championship the year before that when the Bucks won. Easy. They're working on a three-peat right now. Is Draymond Green going to cost them another one possibly? This is crazy.